Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. We've been getting up to some interesting things. The chats have been lively lately. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining and participating in the MIH Live. So we've been doing some work on deep linking. So for those that aren't familiar with deep linking is a concept where you are able to force your application to open up from a link. So let's think of it like Takealot. When someone shares a Takealot link with you and you have Takealot installed and you click on this link, it automatically opens up the application for you and takes you directly to that page. So what we are working on in MIH is we want to allow people, or we want to provide something like this to the different business accounts. And when someone scans this QR code, instead of taking you to the web version, the web app version of MIH, it's gonna open up MIH, the app, the install application itself, and then directly through to the business profile. So that's what we're gonna work on. And in order to achieve that, we have to use deep linking. So what I've been doing is, because prior to this I was using the standard routing, so it works with routing in Flutter. It has a routing concept, so you give it the root slash profile, for example. Slash profile will then go to your business profile, or slash Mzansi wallet, that'll go to the Mzansi wallet package. So so that's what we are going to try and sort out. That's what routing is. And I was using the standard routing that was provided by Flutter, but things start getting a little bit more complex, and it's, I don't know if we are able to, if I'm being honest, but from my research I was chatting with Gemini, and Gemini told me that the best tool to use is the GoRouter package that Flutter provides us. So I migrated, or I'm currently migrating over to that platform right now. And it's a bit of a tedious task. Yeah, it's a bit of a tedious task, but we'll get into it and we'll see how things are going. Please dive in. Let me know if you have any questions about deep linking or the other topics that we are speaking about, or anything else that you'd like to chat about. Let me flip. Perfect. And let me flip this side for everyone else. Perfect. So this is the MIH project on the screen right now. So if I open up, sorry, I'm getting a message. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. Thank you for joining. I see you out there. I see you. So this is the project right over here. And let me open up our tasks list and let me show you what we've gotten or what we've done. So if you look on the screen right now to the deep linking concept, which is here, I watched some YouTube videos from our Indian brothers who are hooking us up with some tutorials. And these are the different packages on the personal side of MIH. We are yet to look at the business side, but this is for the personal side. So you can see that our MIH auth package, this is just the sign in and create account section of MIH, and has been completed except for resetting password. So resetting password, it takes in either path parameters or query parameters, one of those two. I'm still learning the concept, but it takes in something like that in order to use that value. I know GoRouter does allow you to do that, but I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still dealing with the basics. The MIH home is completed, or it's kind of completed. Still more testing is required. We have the Mzansi profile, the personal side is completed. Mzansi wallet completed. This is what we're working on at the moment, the patient profile, and the Mzansi directory, which is not completed yet. Then we have the calendar, Mzansi AI calculator, access controls. We need further testing for this. About MIH is completed. So I did do external parts also today, and that's completed, and the test package is completed. So we're almost done with the personal side of MIH. And yeah, let's dive back into the patient profile. So for those that don't know what MIH is the first super app of Mzansi, and it provides you with multiple different platforms or multiple different packages that you can utilize. So if you look on the screen right now, you'll have this is the personal side of MIH. If you look in the top right hand corner, we can switch over to the business side just by swiping or clicking on the tools in the top right hand corner. And yeah, these are the different Mzansi wallet profile. Let me know in the chat if you'd like, if you'd like us to ask Mzansi AI what MIH is all about. But let's dive into our code. So what I'm currently doing, or let's test out everything. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Bafana. I appreciate you, Bafana. So let's start up MIH. So we ended MIH on a funny note yesterday where MIH crashed, but I think it was the spirits guiding us and telling us that we needed to end the live, even though it was quite lit. So yeah, it's quite cool. It's quite cool. We'll get, okay, I have the web version open. Yeah, I think let's use the web version. There's something strange happening when I use the web version of MIH. I'll show you it in a second, but let's just sign in. Look at this. Every time I rearrange J, nice to see you here, nice to see you here. Every time I increase the size of my screen, it reruns the root package, the initial root. So I must try and figure that out. But let me stop this and head over to the, yeah, I'll try and figure that out off the live. But sawubona Jay, sawubona. So let's switch over to our emulator version and let's run that. So yeah, there's a strange thing happening. I'm sure it has something to do with how the Go router works, but we'll dive into it to see what's happening. But yeah, here is our emulator at the moment. Bafana, loving the likes, quotes, nice to see you here. Sawubona, sawubona. So yeah, we're gonna dive back into it. Yeah, this is quite tedious work, I must say. Quite tedious work. I wish I knew Go router when I first started off MIH, if I'm being honest, because it would have made a lot. It would have made this work much less, if I'm being honest. So yes, this is MIH. As you can see, if I open up the personal profile, it opens up using our new roots. The Mzansi wallet opens up. The Mzansi directory doesn't open up. You can see the red error messages in the background. Let's just expand that. You'll see the red error messages. There's no root that was found over there. Then we have our calendar, which can also open up. We have our Mzansi AI, which is fine. Then we have the calculator, the access controls. This one testing is required, and we have so we have the about MIH package and the test package. So all of them should work. So there's only two things that are required, which are these two over here. So I have been working on the patient profile, and let's start off by creating a brand new account, because a part of the patient tile is the concept of adding a patient profile. So if we go tester24 at mih.co.za tab, tester24 at create new account. So I'll just auth myself, and we'll set up the profile. So from here, I'll click on it and I will have my username tester24, tester24. And I won't activate business account. I'll just click on update and dismiss this. And cool, so our profile is now up and running. And now if we click on patient profile, you'll see it takes us through to the setup patient profile screen where we'll have to complete our information. So you can see, and then once we've completed that, so I'll just enter in the ID, I'll enter in the cell phone number, and I'll enter in the address. Once I do that and I'll click on add, then you'll see the success message pops up. Once we click on dismiss, it'll take us back into it. So now you can see that our profile is set up. We have our, we have, what's going on over here? We must fix that, we must fix that. We must fix that. I wonder why. We'll fix that, we'll fix it. So we have our notes, we have the documents, and we have this. These two, I know I changed something and it did break. It looks like it broke. Don't laugh, don't laugh, magic. But yeah, let's try and sort these two out over here. I was trying to do something, this was maybe at like Hoppers 4, where I was, no, not Hoppers 4, let me not lie. It was around 4 o'clock when I was doing this. So, and I was using the web version of MIH. That's why it worked. Thank you so much, Victor, for joining us. Victor, I was watching your live. When was it? I was watching your live yesterday, sometime yesterday. I think it was last night, and I saw that you are sharing your screen, which is quite cool. TikTok keeps banning me when I share my screen through Streamlabs and through Restream. So let me know, what are you using to stream to TikTok? Because I would really like to share my screen with everyone over here, but yeah, let us know in the chat, Victor. Shout out. So let's head back over. It hasn't burnt me yesterday. I'm using TikTok Studio, that's why. Okay, makes sense. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I can't use TikTok Studio because that only works on Windows. And I have a Mac and I have a laptop with Linux on it. So it's alright. We'll continue pushing through with our ghetto style of sharing the screen. Don't worry. It's okay. And remember, guys, if you like what we're doing over here and you want to watch it or you want to see our full screen, we are available on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. But the best experiences are over on Twitch and YouTube. It's heavy on my PC. Yeah, I can imagine that also. I can imagine that. Do you use Linux? 100% Velapi. Velapi, I do use Linux. I use a specific distribution called Ubuntu. Ubuntu Desktop. So I use Ubuntu Desktop for my laptop. And then I use Ubuntu Server for the MIH server. So yeah, let me know, Sawubona Dad, nice to see you here. Velapi, what are you using? Or what is everyone else using in MIH? Are we all using Linux? Are we all using Windows? Or do we have some Mac lovers out there? What operating systems are we using? So yeah, I'm using Ubuntu OS. And you know what's a fun fact about Ubuntu? It was created by a South African person, which is quite cool. I've also use Linux on Windows through Windows. Okay, cool. Linux, nice. What distro? Oh yeah, quotes, you said you have, or you use Linux Mint. But yeah, it's quite cool. I love Linux, and I think they're coming up. Even if you're a gamer, there's a thing called, I'm gonna lie to you if I tell you the name, Proton. That's it. So if you like gaming and you use Steam as your desktop tool, then it's starting to pop off now on Linux. Because Mint is busy with gaming too. Yeah, so it's not only for a specific distro now. It's for everyone. So you can just use Steam. Steam uses Proton what? I don't know, a Proton layer, let's call it that. I was trying to use Ubuntu through PowerShell, but I think my PC is the old one. Hectic. It's lightweight. I love it. Yeah, I love using Linux. if I'm being honest. Even though there's some problems that do arise while using it, but it's good. It's good. I love using it. I love using it. So let's see. Yeah, so I use this one for both the MIH server and the my laptop. So heading back over, let's see where our problems are. Lightweight. So yeah, I'm seeing Velapi, you saying that you do use PowerShell, which is just like the terminal on Windows. And I'm assuming it's through that WSL. So I don't have much experience using WSL since I use Linux directly. So I don't have to do it that way. Yeah, and also the terminal in the standard terminal that comes with Mac OS is basically 90% there when it comes to like a Linux equivalent. So yeah, I'm not too experienced with WSL or PowerShell. I used it here and there. Let's dive back into our project. And Victor, I saw you are working on a project out there. Do you have an MIH account? Can we check out your project through the Mzansi directory, through your business profile? Let us know. And anyone else who's out there, our silent viewers, let us know if you have a website or an application and we can check it out on our side and give you a shout out too. We are gonna go to the patient list. Okay, notes. Perfect. So this is what I added in. All right, so let me go control dot and remove this part. Save it. And let's see. So patient profile. So you see it works over here. Let me show you what. Let me stop this and show you what was going on. And I know our Flutter experts out there will let us know how to fix it. But I think it's just something silly on my side that I'm not witnessing, that I'm not seeing yet. But I'm opening up the Chrome version of... Oh, I'm not opening up the Chrome version. Now let me switch over to the Chrome version. So I'm going to open up the Chrome version of MIH right now in dev, so that we can see what it looks like and the error that I did find. Because even if we go over here to our side, let's see. I still have to set up things over here, but that's fine. Let's wait for it to open. Perfect. What was it? Tester24. Tester24 at mih.co.za. .za tab. Tester24 at. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Never. Cool. So this is it over here. This is where I found it. So if we go to patient profile and click on this one, you see how it's all the way that side. So that's what the problem is that we are facing. So, and yeah, there's it over here. I'll show you again. So this is another bug when using the thing version. So I'm on the Mzansi wallet, and if I minimize this, it takes me back to the home, which is very strange, and it definitely has something to do with the Go router, but I'll figure out what's going on over there. So over here, it's something to do with this. So main axis alignment, let's go further up. And see what's happening over here. So I'm just returning this. So this is a padding, and it has some space on the right and left, and then I have a column, and then I have a text, then I have a text, what would need to be done over here? Column. Oh, let's do this. Size. Let's try put a size over here and make it max main main access size dot max. See if that changes anything. Oh, wrong one. Okay, I think that fixed it. You see how annoying that is when it just takes you back? It's still not fixed. How would I do this? Stack. Let me know in the chat if you, Mzanzi, let me know in the chat if you can assist me with this, cause it's showing me flames right now. It's showing me flames. So, this one over here, I think it has something to do with this stack, maybe. Alignment. Let's see if it has a size. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just play a row around this and see what happens. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. And then main axis alignment, center. Yeah, I'll have to fix that error that appears also. Okay, so it's looking better now. What happens when we make it very small? Okay, let's do the same thing to the other side, which is here. And I'll remove this, control dot up, remove. And what else did I do? So this, oh, main access size max. And then what we can do is around this, control dot, put a row around it, and we'll steal some code over here. We'll steal some code over here. Loving the likes, they flooding through, they flooding through. Keep it coming, keep it coming. So, yeah, yank, and then paste. Let me know if you have any questions out there. So I didn't make a huge announcement about this because I didn't feel like it needed an announcement, but 1.1.6 is now available. I forgot to put, so it's live right now, but I forgot to change the version number over here. My bad. But Jay, if you now look on the patient profile, so let's go here. Or if you search for a patient now, so it now blocks out the ID numbers. So you can now see that the ID numbers are no longer there. It blocks out the ID numbers and the medical aid numbers, and it just has your name available. So shout out to Jay. Thank you so much for that idea and that suggestion. Go back, here, ignore. So this is fine. This is not fine. Do I need to put a like a container or something around this? I think it's the overflow thing. Okay, thank you so much, Victor. How am I planning on optimizing the DB in case in case of having more users of the patients. Okay, so there's many ways of doing that. There's this concept called the infinite scroll. So it's what TikTok and all the social medias basically use to have that infinite feed. So they don't get you, or they don't pull 1,000 videos from the database. I haven't implemented this yet, right? Let me know. But let's ask Mzansi while we're speaking about this. Please tell me about the concept of the infinite scroll in software dev. But yeah, so it's basically like calling pages. Yeah, it's calling pages, but in the background. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna pull the first 20 names. Then when I get down to the bottom, say like to the 15th name on that list, I'm gonna call another 20 names and then add them to the list of things that you can view. So as you scroll further down, it's gonna load more and more data for you. So that's how I'm planning on doing it, but I haven't implemented it yet. There's something that I would like to do to make it more generic for that.
Take them wave in hand. Zansi AI here, ready to
Oh, thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that. So yeah, I see over here, Victor, you saying then set and offset. It will be great to have that. Yeah, so it is. So that's what all the social medias use in order to keep us locked in, but also to, like you're saying, optimize the service request or the API request to the database itself. So that's what that's what people do. You know what? Crazy story. I watched a video. It was The Social Dilemma on Netflix. I'm not sure if you watched that, but it was years ago it came out. So it's basically that documentary was about the effects of social media to our society and what's changing right now, like how social media can affect like the political landscape during elections and things like that, and how it affects the minds of people. And in that documentary, the inventor of the infinite scroll, so the person that created this concept and implemented it first, he was on the show and he says he regrets inventing this idea because of how it's used right now in order to, I don't want to say manipulate us, but manipulate us into staying on the social medias or different applications that you like. Yeah, so it's super crazy, but yeah, this is something that I would like to implement inside MIH, the infinite scroll. Mr. Yeager, nice to see you back here. It's been a minute. We are good over here. We are good. Thank you so much for asking. My camera is a little bit cool. The dopamine effect. Yup. So this is the one that I watched. Social Dilemma. The Social Dilemma. Yeah. This is it. It's a crazy documentary. Let me know if you also watch this in the chat. But yeah, I would suggest watching this. It blew my mind just thinking about how the social medias are affecting us. And ever since watching this documentary over here, I now when I'm going onto social media, I can see the effects that it's having on me. Even though it still has the effects, it's not stopping the effects, but I'm witnessing it and I'm seeing how the algorithm is playing towards me. I'll check it out. Nice, thanks so much. It has, brother. It has, yeah, it has been. So let's dive back in. So clearly something is wrong, and I think, yeah, clearly something is not correct with our things over here. Yeah, that thing is quite annoying. So this one. Wait, there's other pages that should Go to the wallet. Yeah, let's go to the wallet and see over here. Yeah, this one is wrapping. Let me go to the wallet section or the favorite section, and I'll see from there. Malume. Yo, I don't know if I'm a Malume, but what are we building? So we are building MIH. So we are working on MIH right now. MIH is the first super app of Mzansi, and MIH does stand for Mzansi Innovation Hub. It is the first super app of Mzansi, but I won't bore you with my explanation. We'll elicit the skills of Mzansi AI to answer that question for us. So we can ask the question, please tell me about the MIH app. The MIH app in one paragraph. So what Mzansi AI is going to do is it's going to explain to us what MIH is all about, just in one paragraph, just to show you some of the capabilities of MIH. So let's listen. We appreciate you so much. So yeah, that's what MIH is all about. And let me tell you the power of Mzansi AI. So I was out shopping for a light bulb. Don't laugh, Jay. So I was out shopping for a light bulb, and I couldn't. I was looking for a warmer tone light. So that's like more on the orangish side of things. And I was looking at all of the different light bulbs on the shelf, and none of them specified what color of light they were using. So I was looking all over the box, and then I found a section where it said light color, but they gave it some like 6,500, 6,500, what's it? Like a K or something like that. So I don't know what that means. I then asked Mzansi AI, I'm asking Mzansi AI about that, like, this is what it says on this light, on the box of the light. What does that mean? And then it explained, like, no, this color means that it's a cooler tone, which means like a more of a white light and things like that. So I was quite shocked and quite surprised and happy with Mzansi AI that it pulled through with such a brilliant answer. So a given RSA, you are asking us, are you building the front end now? Yeah, so yeah, we are working on the front end now, but specifically to do with the front end, we're trying to implement deep linking. So if you have a look over here, if we, I don't know if I can show you here, but so deep linking is basically the ability to, let's ask Mzansi AI. Please explain deep linking in Flutter in one paragraph. So yeah, this is what we're working on, but we are working on front end, and we are using Flutter as our front end development framework, and that uses Dot as the language. So let's listen to Mzansi AI. Thank you so much, Mzansi AI. You see Jay and quotes, you laughing at the rosy eyes and rosy cheeks, and now that's not putting emojis for us. Jokes. So let's see. So Given is asking about the technology stack. We'll jump into that. And Mr. Yeager is saying, I like the AI integration. Trained AI agent. I presume. So we'll jump into that also, but it's not a trained agent. It's just a generic out of the box agent. But let's jump into the technology stack. So if I have a look at the, sorry, I'm just bringing it up for you. Yeah. So it looks something like this, our technology stack. It's not perfect. Sorry, Mzazi, I won't laugh. Don't worry, quotes. It's fine. We can laugh. We can laugh. So this is our stack at the moment. So all of this, so think of the dark blue as our Docker containers, because we use Docker as the orchestration or to orchestrate all of the different things. I'm going to interview you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can. So if we're looking at the technology stack, all of this is Docker, right? So we use Docker as the foundation of all of the different parts of MIH. We then have our front end, which is Flutter. So Flutter, like I said, so with Flutter, it's an open source framework, and it allows you to code once and deploy to multiple platforms like the web, Android, iOS, macOS, Linux, and Windows, right? Depending on what you want. For us at the moment, it's just Windows, Android, and iOS. And then after that, we have an authentication layer. That authentication layer, thank you so much, Offensive, for the follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So the authentication layer is SuperToken. So SuperToken is also an open source technology for dealing with authentication. Then we have our fast API layer, or the API layer, which we use fast API for that. It's a tool that was created in Python. So it uses Python as its programming language. And then above that, we have our database, which is in MySQL. And we have our object storage, which is MinIO. So that's what the technology stack is looking like. There's other things also via like, let's add that in. So we can make this a little bit small. And how can we represent this? But let's do this. So over here we have a reverse, what's it? Reverse server, reverse proxy server, reverse proxy server, reverse proxy, and that uses nginx. So yeah. So when you're communicating, like when we go to like over here, app.mzansiinnovationhub.com, it doesn't directly go to our front end. What it first does is it goes to the reverse proxy server, and then this knows where to push it to the different layers and stuff. So backend is Python and Dart. For front end, yes, you can put it like that also, yeah. Why did you choose relation and not NoSQL? So very good question. We had this discussion, I think yesterday also, about why did I choose this thing. It was just to do with familiarity of the technology. So when I was in varsity, we did learn MySQL, and we did work off MySQL, and that's why I chose it. I had very little experience on any other databases. It's pronounced Nginx. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Jaeger, for coming through and correcting me. I had no idea how to pronounce this, but I just learned the spelling of it. But thank you so much. Nginx, so that's what it is. So yeah, I used MySQL because that's the one I was familiar with, that's the one I knew. But there's many other databases out there like Postgres, which is also there. Shout out Mr. Jaeger. There's Postgres, there's, like you're saying, NoSQL. There's GraphQL, which is also another crazy thing. There's MariaDB, MongoDB, all these other things. I think it just has to do with what's your preference, if I'm being honest. But let me know in the chat what's your preference, and you can tell me the benefits also. Cool. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. And we'll also have to have our... you see things are getting lit out here. Let's change some things. Yeah, so we have another one of these bad boys. To answer your question, Mr. Yeager, regarding the LLM that we are using. So we are using, so this is LLM or Zanzi. Yeah, AI LLM. AI LLM. So here we are using Olama. Olama as our LLM, our AI. So Postgres is my go-to. Interesting. I've heard a lot of people use Postgres. Is it so compared to the other ones? So Mr. Yeager, why do you choose that one over the other ones? Is it because it has like a feature that you can't live without, or is it just because you're familiar with that tool? Let us know. So, yeah, so this is what we're using. So let's dive into our LLM. If you go on to MIH and you click on the About MIH section and the star on the top right hand corner, just over here, that will take you to our attribution section. So MIH does use third-party free resources out there. And in order to give them a shout out, we've created this attribution section. So if you scroll down, you'll see Olama. If we click on this, click on the visit button, it'll take you to the Olama website. And here is where you can start working on and building your own LLM. The ones that we are using is Gemma 3M, because I like Google's technology, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I'm using Gemma 3M. If we open this up, I'm using the 4 billion parameter model, which is about 7.5 gigabytes. So that's the model that we are using. And you can see it's only a text-based model. But we can look later on in the future for other models that we can use. Because I saw that OpenAI, being the stingy people that they are, they did release a GPT model, but the smallest one is 20 billion parameters, and that's 14 gigs. Imagine, that's double the size. So I'll have to get like another graphics card if we would want to use this. So super crazy, yeah. But yeah, you can dive in here and look at the other ones. Just familiar with it. Main DB at work. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. I think that's the main reason why people select specific DBs. It's just that they're familiar with that DB. Unless the project itself has a specific requirement to use a specific DB type. More scammers coming over on Twitch. I appreciate you, scammers. I appreciate you. So diving back into our code. Yeah, diving back into our code, something seems fishy out here. So you see how this one is being wrapped. This one over here is being wrapped. I think it has to do with this overflow. Overflow visible. What does visible do? Outside its container. This is why. That's the problem. I think that is the problem. So if I go to one that works, that was under the wallet favorites. Yeah, let's see what this looks like. Sorry, I'm coding over here on the other side. My bad. I'll bring it this side. So over here, build card list. I'm sure that's the issue. Visible. Now all of them are showing visible over here. Look, no cards visible. Yeah, this one over here doesn't have that. That's definitely the issue then. Change inside word. What are the options? So value club visible. Let me remove this and see. Here. Still. I wanted to wrap. Let's use AI. Let's use AI to assist us. Because I don't know if my brain is working properly right now. So I'm going to use standard Copilot. Why can't I remove this widget? Delete, delete, delete. And delete. Yeah. So this is how I use AI, right? So how I use AI is I'll give it some code snippet or the entire file itself, and then I'll ask it that my text, I want my text to wrap, and I achieve that. Sometimes the AI does do garbage to me, but yeah, sometimes it does do garbage. Have you tried any other AI deployments? No, I haven't tried any other AI deployments. I don't know who was it that recommended. There was some other place that you can find LLMs out there. I don't know if I'm answering your question correctly, but there's other places to find LLMs over there, but I'm not sure. Expanded. Hectic. Expanded. Yeah, but let me know. Have you worked with AIs and things like that? Let me know. Let's go back. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Nice. So it is working now. I don't know why. Because for all the other ones that I was doing, it wasn't the case. Control dot expanded. Yeah, I've only worked with Olama and using Docker. So I'm not a professional at it. Docker or the Olama Docker container or image does everything for you. So what happens is when you deploy an Olama server using the Docker container, so let's jump into Docker. So when you go to the Docker hub and you ask, or you look for an Olama server, so Olama image, sorry, you'll see you'll have an image over here. If we click on this, this will allow you to create an LLM or an AI server and deploy it locally wherever you want to deploy it. And yeah, this comes with its own APIs and all of the different capabilities that it comes with. It's super powerful, this one. So I didn't feel I had a need to use any other tools other than Olama. Because I feel like this is the standard where most of the big companies put their open source LLMs over here. But let me know what other tools are out there. So now we can stop this and we can head back over to the Android version. Loving the likes, they're flooding through. 10K likes. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Yeah. I must figure out why my thing keeps reloading. I'll have to chat with one of the AIs to understand it. But I think it's, I don't know, if I'm being honest, I don't know. Patient profile. Here, nice. Here, nice. Cool, we got that sorted now. We got that fixed. This one and this one. Sorry, I'm just pushing this change now. This is going to be fix overflow issue. Fix alignment and overflow issue. Yeah, so that's how I use AI. Shout out to, what was it, Pt.2 for assisting us. But yeah, that's how I use it. Instead of, like I showed you yesterday, using Lovable or something like that and working off of their mistakes for your entire code base. So, let's see. And can I should be able to go back also. Let's see. Was playing around with GC the other day. They have, what's GC? What's the full thing of GC? Then we can Google it together. I recommend it. They have cool AI and LLM products. Yeah, let us know what GC stands for. Then we can look for it together and we can investigate it. Is it free and open source? Google Cloud. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Google Cloud. I'm sure you're talking about, what's it, Vortex AI or something? Or Yeah. The only problem with Google Cloud, Mr. Yeager, is that the pricing of stuff. So yeah, it's cool to play around with, and yeah, Vertex AI. There's it over there. It's cool to play around with and stuff, but the pricing of it, that's what scares me with these technologies. I don't want to base the foundation of my technology on someone else's paid for technology, because then now forever for the rest of my career, or the rest of it, yeah, the rest of time, I'm gonna be have to pay Google or Microsoft or AWS, was it Amazon, for their services. So that's why we opted for what we are doing now, which is going manually and doing it. Going manually, yeah. But yeah, what have you been working on, and is there anything else that we can check out live right now? I would love to check out some of your work. So we fixed that. This patient service. Okay, so there's a lot of tedious work that needs to be done over here. Well, let's fix the Mzansi directory one now. So I'll show you how that works. So we can close this, close this, close this, close this. We'll close this because I don't want to show you the tedious work right now. Tabang, shout out, shout out. Let me grab this, and please, we're gonna have a look at your website right now. But if so, the Mzansi directory is one of the features that MIH provides you with. It's a place for you to search for people and businesses across Mzansi. And let's switch over to the business side of MIH and search for someone like a JC photo booth, right? If we open this up, you'll see that it lists JC photo booth, and their website is here also. So if we click on this, we can see JC photo booth's website itself. All right. So this is the power of MIH. I would love you, Tabang, to set up your business account on MIH and load your website over here, and we can have a look at it. But let's see what it's all about. And thank you for diving into the chat. Interesting. Interesting. And it's even saying I can just dive right in. Interesting. This is quite cool. Let's log in with what? Nice, nice, nice. Is there an MIH search? Tando ads. Oh, it's you. Hectic. Love it, love it, love it. I did see you the other day. I just didn't know who it was advertising. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Shout out. Shout out Tabang. Shout out Tando ads. So yeah, I did show everyone earlier. Tando ads, their mission and vision. I'm gonna give you a 5-star rating. So their mission and vision for their business is to revolutionize the African advertising landscape by, oh my word, by making digital outdoor and indoor advertising accessible, transparent, and empowering for everyone, from major brands to local small businesses. Love it. Shout out Tabang. Shout out Tando ads. I appreciate you. Let's have a look at your website. So let's see. Let's see. Digital billboard advertising across South Africa. Shout out Tabang. I appreciate you. Tando ads connects your brands with the right audience through programmatic digital billboards and in-store displays for bustling city streets and shopping malls. We help you advertise smarter. Love it. Book. Few advertising packages. Okay, no billboard space yet. So can we actually advertise right now? So can I book some billboard space? Mall of Tembisa. Where's the pricing? Oh, it's mostly just an MVP. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for this. This is definitely something that a lot of the people of Mzansi can use. I appreciate you, Tabang. I appreciate you. This is quite cool. So let's try and let's use Mall of Timbisa. Pick from Google Drive, add media. Where's that image of mine? Love it. Campaign name. Unlock the power of MIH. Nice. Next. Oh, damn it. How do I go back? Damn it. I'll manage it later. I'll manage it later. Yo, start time. Let's do lunchtime. Lunchtime, it must be popping off. So 12:00. And end time. Mr. Yeager, I see your question over there, or your statement. I'll dive into it. So let's say for 30 minutes. Let's go Monday to Friday. I want to get the work, people. And yeah, for 3 days. Yeah, that's okay. Next. Next. Nice. So let's see what you're saying. What would be cool, Tando, is that, or Tabang, is if your platform allows direct and immediate ad deployment billboards. So yeah, Tabang, you can let us know in the chat, elaborate on how you envision it working, because you did say it is an MVP, but how do you envision it working? Let's go to campaigns. Where did my one disappear to? But I love this idea. Let's read this. Why partner with Tando Ads? Whether you operate locally in Midrand or nationwide. Tabang, you're blowing my mind right now. There'll be an Android app for TV. Love it. So like for normal Android TVs. Love it, love it, love it. Crazy. Let's go account. Yeah, I love this idea. Thank you so much, Tabang, for showcasing your project. I do hope it's a success, and we're going to continue. Please feel free to dive into the live and let us know when there's any updates, and we can check it out also. Power off. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nah, this is cool. Thank you so much, Tabang. Shout out to you. I'm going to give you 5 stars tonight on my actual profile. This is the live one. Let me add you as bookmark. Nice. Tando Ads. You must put a nice picture over there, Tabang. W Tabang. Yeah, let's put some W's in the chat, guys. Let's put some W's for Tabang in the chat. Shout out. Yeah, you must add a nice picture over here. Let's check what your picture is. This logo over here at the top. You must add that logo to your profile. It'll look quite cool over there. Awesome. Yeah. I added it to the bookmarks. I'll rate you tonight on my personal profile. Cool, 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 cool. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. Will do. Thank you. Let us know if there's any issues also. Nice, 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 nice. So, I was going to... What's the time? Yeah, so we'll just start off with the... We'll start off with doing the Mzansi directory, and I can show you what the process is like. in order to implement something like this for Go router. So we'll first have to do is go to our Go router, the MIH Go router, and you'll see at the top I have my parts, my Go router parts, which is all the different parts inside MIH. Don't worry that there's so much. I think some of them are redundant, and when I'm done with everything, I'll have a look at all of it and remove some of them. And then I have the MIH Go router, and this has an MIH router, or routers, I should put an S over here, which is a list of all the different routers out there. So you can see I have the router for the MIH home, for forgot password, then about MIH, so all of these things. So what we're going to have to do is look for, here at the bottom, I'm going to look for Mzansi directory. So I'm going to delete, long day, hectic. I saw your video. I don't know if it was a new video or an old video, but shout out, you was talking about, what is it? You were talking about like images, loading images on the screen. Shout out, Jess. So delete 7 down, up. Paste it here, yank this. How are you doing? We're doing good. We're doing good out here. We're just continuing working on the Go router stuff. And we just fixed an issue now with the alignments of some of our messages for users. So we just fixed that now, but we're continuing work on the Go router. I know it's very tedious and boring work, but please bear with me. Please bear with me. So, okay, we just created our new route, and let's go to the, yeah. So you can see this route just takes you to Mzansi directory. That's all that it's doing. But we're here. Then I need to add this thing in. So if, I'll do that later. Backlinking. So I don't really do backlinking, or there's no need to do backlinking, I think. So let me show you over here. So I think it's built into Go router. Or let me show you this. So when I click on the Mzansi profile, it takes you to the profile page, and this back button just calls the home screen, the home package. So I don't really have to go or to sort that out. Or even if I press the back button, interesting. I must see why it does that. Interesting. But yeah, the back button, I must figure out why. That's a very good thing. Thank you so much, Jess. Why didn't the back button work? And it's definitely to do with Go router. Definitely something to do with Go router. Let me add it to my notes over here. So add task, QOL back button with Go router. What language are you using? So Zero Cool, thank you for diving into the chat. And we are using Flutter as a framework and Dart as the programming language. That's what you're seeing in the background over here. So this is it over here. So let's dive back into it. Into the Mzansi directory. I won't put anything for now. Okay, cool. So now I'll open up the Mzansi directory package, specifically the tile. So what you see on the home screen itself. Google doing nonsense. I'm sorry, let me know on TikTok if everything is fine, because Google Gemini just popped up on my side. So this is what we're migrating over from. So previously we were using navigator.ofContext push name. This is just putting another layer on top of our widget tree. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is say O over here and context dot not read go named and Mzansi directory. Yeah, that's it. Mzansi directory. Now, yeah, perfect. So this is the error that I wanted to show you yesterday, but MIH ended up crashing, so I couldn't show you it. But let's go back in. And if I click on Flutter is a Python framework, or am I smoking my socks? I think you're smoking your socks. I I think you might be smoking your socks, Mr. Yeager. I did try deep linking, but it was for sign in with email. Okay, okay. So it's not only for that, Irvin. Not only for that. It's like I like using the example of Take a Lot. So take a lot when someone sends you like shares a product with you over WhatsApp or whatever platform they're sharing it with, and you click on that link, it directly takes you to the product page on Take a Lot, but through the application itself and not just the website. So that's my understanding of deep linking, or that's why I want to use deep linking. You can force such things, but yeah, signing in with email is probably the reason for that. That was for, yeah, let us know what is the experience like and what frameworks are you using for the front end and back end. Smoking. I definitely think Flutter, Mr. Yeager, was created by Google and they created a brand new language called Dot. I don't know what Dot is based off on, but they do use Dot as the language. You can see curly braces and things over there. Python don't believe in curly braces and semicolons at the end of stuff. Python don't believe in these things. So yeah, I think this is a brand new language specifically for Flutter itself. So yes, this is what I was going to show you. So now if I go in and click on the Mzansi directory, it should take me to the Mzansi directory, right? Because I just changed that. Ah, I see, yeah, yeah. So now when I click on the back button, our back button is now, let me open up that code for you. Our back button is over here. Where is our back button? Our back button is over here, and it's still using navigator.pop, but with, or how GoRouter works is it removes the entire previous widget tree and puts a brand new widget tree over there. Every time I say go, it goes to a brand new widget tree and abandons the previous widget tree. So now if I use pop, it's going to give me a black screen because garbage, you see. So there was nothing to go back to. So it popped that top layer and now there was nothing else underneath it. So that's why it's giving me a black screen, but we can just fix that by changing it from popping to go home. Why did I choose Flutter? Cool. So let's see the other question by Urban. So does it work with emulator? Couldn't get it to work. I had to use my physical device. Okay, so it does work with an emulator, and I was watching one of my Indian brothers. He has a great tutorial on it, and he uses an emulator for both Android and, if you scroll down to the bottom, and for iOS. So he shows that over here. So I tried sending the link yesterday, but just search, let me go in for you. So you can just search Amplify Abby coding and look for the app links series on his platform. And his tutorials are quite cool. I followed his tutorials just to get an understanding of everything. But yeah, check out his thingy to how to get it working on the emulator, because there's I think this might be the issue. Where is it? Auto verification. This one over here. So the app needs to verify that this link is a part of the app, something like that, and you all have ownership and all of this kind of things. So yeah, watch his series, is quite cool. Let's see, why did I choose Flutter over anything else? So prior to starting MIH, I knew nothing about any front end frameworks. I've heard about, I think it was Spring, what. I heard about React Native. I've heard about Flutter, but I've never used it. When I was still working, I wasn't in the IT space, but I was creating little apps using Power Apps. So Power Apps is a no-code, like a semi-no-code platform to create many apps in the Microsoft ecosystem. So after leaving the bank, I was watching some videos around what frameworks are the best to use. And when doing some research, my requirements was I wanted to deploy it on web, on Android and iOS. That was the main priorities, but I only want to code once. I don't want to code like twice or three times or anything like that. I just wanted to code once and to deploy to multiple platforms. And my understanding, or when I was doing research, my understanding of Flutter, it gives you that capability. And I also like Google and their technologies that they use. And I heard that so YouTube itself was built, I don't know about the web app, but the mobile app is built with Flutter. So I thought if Google trusts Flutter so much for their biggest platform, which is YouTube, let me try it out also. Let me give it a try. And I like their technology. So that's why I chose Flutter. Flutter seems to use dot language. Would Node.js not be easier, especially since it uses JavaScript? Zero cool. Your question is showing me flames right now. So would Node.js not be? So I'm not familiar with Node.js. My understanding of Node.js is I thought it was the API layer, not the front end thingy. But let me know. I thought React was that. But let me know. I'm not too familiar with it. Would it not be easier, especially since it uses JavaScript? And also, I don't know JavaScript that well. I think I did maybe a month of JavaScript in varsity, and that was like a decade ago. So I wasn't familiar with that. I'm more familiar with Java and Python. And when doing the research on Flutter, the people did tell me that Dart is very similar to Java and the Java concept. So I chose this one because I'm familiar with that. What were you using before Flutter? I wasn't using anything. I knew no front-end framework. I learned it from scratch. This is the one that I chose. Node is an engine that runs JavaScript. Node is an engine that runs JavaScript. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Quotes, for shining a light on this. And thank you everyone for diving into the chat. Motso, nice to see you back here. Isn't Dart based on Java? I don't know. Let's check with Mzansi AI. Is the programming language dot based on Java? You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if it was, because Android is a Java thingy. But let's see what Mzansi AI has to say. Thank you so much, Motso, for diving into the chat. I was missing you. I thought you weren't able to attend today. Correct, it's a JavaScript runtime environment. Oh, okay, makes sense. Let's listen to Mzansi AI. Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for coming through. There was no audio. Oh my word. I'm so sorry, Motso. My bad. I didn't switch over. I'm such a fool. My bad. Going forward, it'll come out on the thingy. Let's listen to it again. My bad, for Motso's sake.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a great question. No, Dart is not based on Java. While both are powerful languages used for software development, they have different origins and design philosophies. Dart was created by Google and is designed for building fast apps on any platform. It's known for its strong support for cross-platform development, particularly with Flutter, Google's UI toolkit. Java, on the other hand, was developed by Sun Microsystems, Oracle, and is a more established language primarily used for enterprise applications, Android development, and more. Think of it this way, they're both excellent tools, but designed for different jobs. Hammer and spanner. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for coming through with that explanation. And thank you so much, Motso, for letting us know that we were having audio issues. Mzansi AI is looking good. Awesome work, man. Thank you so much, Zero Cool. I appreciate you. And remember, MIH is free to use. You are able to find us on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. Where's the web? MIH app. Just search MIH or the MIH app and you should find us there. So you can see here we are We are available. So on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web, you can find us over there. And you can just create an account and yeah, let us know what your username is and we can check you out on the Mzansi directory. Did it just record itself while... Did it just correct itself while rendering? I don't think so. I don't think Mzansi AI has the capability of doing that. I didn't code that in, Mr. Jaeger, if I'm being honest. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think changed. And Motso, I hope that answers your question. So I don't think it's based on Java. It just looks very similar to Java. But yeah, not based on Java. So what we're going to have to change is this. So since we've done it previously to other applications or other packages, let's go to the Mzansi AI, the AI package, and I'm just going to steal some code over here. So let's bring it across. And I'm going to yank, how many down? Yank 6 down, yank 6 down, and paste it in over here and delete. www control dot. And this is also, someone yesterday had a question about why do I have so many imports at the top. I know Motso, it stemmed from your question, but someone said why do I have so many at the top. It's because when I'm using VS Code to code, and I know this error over here, I basically know that there's a missing import over here. So I don't still go to the top and try and import it. I just press Control or Command dot, or undo, Command dot, and I just import the package over there. So as time goes on, the bigger the file gets and the more things that I'm using, it slowly but surely piles up here at the top. But this is like the standard amount of thingy. It's just here in the router where I'm importing all the different, or the test package it was, where I was importing basically everything inside MIH. But yeah, I'll figure out a way to make it a little bit cleaner for us. Shout out Motso. Yeah, so that's sorted. Now when we open up MIH now and click on the back button, you see it's not going to have it's not going to have that black screen anymore. So if we go to Mzansi directory and go back, it should take us back, right? You see that? So everything is working as expected now. But inside here, there's some things that needs to change in order to like check it out, because I'll show you over here. Let's search test. And if we click on any one of these, you see nothing happens. That's because I didn't put the Go router in. You see, lots of exceptions over here coming up. Did I study? Thank you, Zero Cool. So the question from Zero Cool over on TikTok is, did I study computer science or IT in university? So 100% I did. If we head over to MIH and go to the MIH or about MIH package, you'll see that if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see me. So Yasin Met, that's me. I'm the founder and CEO of MIH. So I did do a BSc Computer Science and Information Systems at the University of the Western Cape. So yes, I did study computer science. And there's other computer science fundis out here also in the chat. I know Motso did it. I'm sure Quotes is over there also. Let us know who else studied computer science. And what did you do, Zero Cool? Did you study or further your studies in university? So centralized import files can clean it up. So does Flutter have a centralized import file? Let's go centralized import file Flutter. Because that's what Motso was asking about. Because he says in React or React Native, one of those two, you can do all of those things. So, okay. Okay, I see it. So Motso, you can do it. You can do it. So we just didn't know the correct terminology of it, but centralized import file, that seems correct. Yeah, you see, so you'd create export. So, okay, wait, let's see. So, how battle files achieve centralized imports. Create a battle file and import. A battle file is a single dot file, often named index.dot or all.dot within a directory. That contains import statements. For example, or for multiple other files or libraries within the same directory or module. So modules index, okay. Central, so export, so index, export, and then, okay, so you can do it. Mr. Yeager helped us answer that question now that we had yesterday. So what you're gonna have to do if you are using Flutter, if you are using Flutter, what you can do is create an index.dart file or a all.dart file, or you can give it whatever name you want, I think. And then you say export the different files that you want to import in that thingy, that import file. And then you can just import that input file at once. This is quite cool. Thank you so much. Shout out Mr. Yeager for assisting us with that. And shout out Motso for asking us this question yesterday. I appreciate all of you. So Broski, nice to see you here. Which programming language is this? This is Dart and Flutter. I did electrical engineering. Yeah, so we're using Dart and Flutter for our front end. So we're doing front end work right now. Zero cool. I did electrical engineering, but want to move over to software. It seems like that's where the money is. I don't know anymore because a whole lot of corporates right now with the AI craze, I think their mind is very foggy with the concepts of AI. And I don't think they want to, like, if you think about Mark Zuckerberg, what's the Microsoft CEO? I forgot what his name is, but they were at some AI discussion. I think it was LlamaCon, Facebook's LlamaCon. And over there, they were saying, I think Facebook says like 30% of their code base was generated by AI. And the Microsoft guy says like, 50% or 40% of ours is created by AI at the moment. So I think this craze right now might put a damper on things. But if you'd like to switch, I thought in electrical engineering they do programming, but on a deeper level, because now you're programming on those breadboards and stuff. Quite cool. But I think there's money in electrical engineering also, I must say. I'm mainly self-taught. Would like to be formal degree, but I'm old. You are never too old, Mr. Yeager. I'll tell you why. My mother, she's probably watching right now. My mother is studying a NQF level 7 right now. So that's like a degree, a final year degree in, I want to say, what is it in? This is my father. Let me ask him, what's mommy doing in, what's her degree in? But she is doing it, and she is my mother, right? So there's never you're never too old. No, I'll do it when I'm old. You'll only want to do it when you're old. Why? How come when you're old only? And not now, while you are still fresh? Business management, that's what it's called. So it's I think it's an NQF level 7 business management qualification. That's what my mother's doing right now. So why do you want to do it when you're old and not now while you're young and fresh? Very interesting. Let us know. So I'll show you why in the Mzansi directory, why this thing is not working. It's the same issue that we were facing earlier. If we head over to our search, and that would be over display results. Yeah, display results of user search, GD. There's an on click, yeah, there's it over here, on click. So you see now there's a different route that we need to use also. So this takes in an argument. What object does this take in? We'll figure that out. So now we have to create a Mzansi profile view section. So under our Go router, we're gonna have to look for that Mzansi profile view. Business profile view, or do I have it already? Calendar, yeah, Mzansi profile view. I already have it, and it takes in a app user. So once again, we're just gonna switch this over to context dot go named, and we'll just let AI code the rest for us. You know what I realized about a Copilot? How do I get to the Copilot thing? So you see over here, the code completion. So if you're using Copilot in VS Code, you can click on the icon at the bottom of the screen and the code completion stuff will appear. And I think this thing, after like maybe 2 weeks, it gets finished. Then it keeps asking me to like get an actual premium thingy, premium version or upgrade Copilot. And most of the time it's recommending semicolons to me because I keep rejecting the suggestions, but then it has a semicolon at the end and I just press tab and get that in. But that keeps chowing my code completion thing. Let me know if yours is like that too. Who is this? Zero Cool, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. And who is this? Coach Tim. Coach Tim, are you from Kenya? Shout out. Thank you so much for the follow. So where are we? Over here. Wait. It was doing garbage to me over here. So it takes in, so this one just takes in a app user. So under extras, I shouldn't do all of this. Shout out Coach Tim. Shout out Coach Tim. Thank you for diving into the chat. I appreciate you. Where are you from, Coach Tim? Where's everyone from over here? Mzansi, let us know. So, why is this thing, this route taken in? App user. Yeah, it just takes in an app user. Interesting. All Copilot code suggestions and chats are now free, at least in Visual Studio. I don't know about VS Code. Yeah, they probably restricted it in VS Code because I think Visual Studio is like their premium version of VS Code. It came out before VS Code, and it's like what's Google's one called? Fire Studio, something like that. Fire Studio. It's probably like that, where they give you free things. Or if I use Android Studio Code, Gemini will be free to use, but I like VS Code. And I have Gemini that I can use. I can just go into Google and search for that. Why is this accepting it now? What is this? No, I was doing garbage over here. Yeah, I did garbage over here, my bad. I'm sorry, Zaz. I'm not doing co-hosting right now. User search. Yeah, this is it over here. So go root extras. So this should just be X. Change this to widget dot user at index. Yeah, why was Copilot doing garbage to me? You see, this is also why I don't like Copilot. Because sometimes when you're using Copilot, it generates code for you, but then that code is confusing. Yeah, it confuses you more than it helps you. So now you're spending even more time using or trying to fix bugs. So let's go back. Mzansi directory. Not working anymore. Where's the towel? So control redo. Yeah. Does the app have a backend? Which DB are you using? Zero Cool, thank you so much for the question. So let's see the time. So this is the last question we're going to do, and then we're going to wrap things up. Because I see it is quite late. So this is what the structure is. Have a good evening. Thank you so much, Jay, for attending the live today. We appreciate you. I will see you again tomorrow. So we do use MySQL as our database zero. Cool. And we also have an API layer that connects to the database or our file storage or our, not all ARMA, but yeah, it connects to these different things in the back end. So we are using MySQL as a backend database. I hope that answers your question. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the live this evening. Quite lively once again. I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping in and attending the live. Yes, thank you so much for supporting. Are you using native GitHub Copilot for VS Code? Whatever is just built into the VS Code, it just came there. So that's the one I'm using. Great live. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, all those nice things. Share, like the videos, watch our videos, engage with our videos. All of those things are ways that you can help and assist us. And if you'd like to support us even further, like on a monthly basis, we do have subscriptions available on TikTok. And we also have a Patreon available. You can just search Mzansi Innovation Hub. I'm so sorry, Dr. Pixels. We are just wrapping up right now, but I appreciate that you are here. I appreciate you. So yeah, we do have a Patreon. Just search Mzansi Innovation Hub, or you can head over to the About MIH package, and you can click on the Support Our Journey button, and you can see our Patreon from there. It unlocks certain features available for you, like beta testing MIH, like a private Discord, like we're going to have monthly hangouts with the subscribers of our Patreon. So we're going to do all of those kind of things. And also another way that you can support is by downloading MIH. It is available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. And yeah, just download, create an account, and use MIH, and give us some feedback about it also. Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for joining the live. I appreciate each and every one of you. We are live Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. Yeah, we are live at 7 p.m. until half past 8. Yeah, so I hope to see you again tomorrow. And let's keep working hard, Mzansi.